Okay, we do not have any video of this incident, but we have some photographs that were taken at the time of the incident, so I'm going to use those to kind of demonstrate what happened. Here's our Solitude 310GK parked at a campground, Crooked River State Park in Georgia. We had an awesome 3-day trip on our very first weekend, taking out the RV, and we had packed up. I have an extensive hitch up, pack up list, and we had done our final walk around, and we hooked up, and we drove out of our campsite, and we hit this tree right here. And as you can see, the awning is hanging off the side. Here I am cutting some wires, cutting it loose. But when it first hit, my wife Alice and I heard obviously a loud bang. So we get out of the RV. We were still, parked in the road then, and we saw the RV hanging off the side. So Alice actually got outside and hung on to the back part of the awning that wasn't still hanging attached to the RV, and she kind of walked with it as I drove up and parked into this spot here, just so that we could get out of the way for people that would be leaving the RV park or the campground. So I'll show you a couple more pictures of the damage. And so this is me again detaching the arm. Alice actually had the presence of mind to take a couple of pictures while we were doing this. But the great thing that happened is as soon as this happened, all the other RVers from the campground all came around and helped out, got their tools to help me detach the arms from the side of the RV so we could pack it all up and finish our trip home. Nobody came up and said, "Oh, you idiot, who drives away with their awning extended?" I was expecting somebody to say that, but nobody did. I felt terrible for doing this, and we felt like such a paper tag RVers. We actually had the paper tag on the RV. That's how new it was. And so everybody helped out and packed it up, and it was awesome that everybody came together. But I just want to kind of go through kind of how this happened and how maybe to avoid happening to somebody else. So this is a RV, our first RV that we had this for 4 years, and you can see it's a 20 foot or so travel trailer. And we never had this awning fully extended when we drove away because you can't miss it. I mean, it's right in your face. As a matter of fact, while you're camping, you have to be careful not to walk into it. So no incidents with the awning on this RV. And then we followed that up. We had this Travato Winnebago for 3 years, this Class B. And the awning extends and either attaches on these little arms right here, or the ends of these arms attach to these little hooks on the side of the van. And again, you can't miss it while you're packing up. You have to be blind to miss it. And so we never had any awning incidents with this RV. Come to the Solitude, and you'll see that the awning is very high up. It's attached at probably 10 feet or 11 feet up, probably 11 feet up on the RV. It's 13.5 is the very top. And it comes down to maybe 10 feet. And while we were packing up, we just did not see it. We did our full hitch up list, and we fully prepared it. I had swept the slides. I was on the roof and saw the awning there, but I guess I just thought maybe I would do it later. I just couldn't miss it because it's an awning. We packed all up. I hooked up and drove out of the RV park, and this is the tree. So this is the tree that I hit. You can see how close the tree is to the side of the road, and it was plenty close enough to rip right off the side of the RV. I ended up parking right here after we hit it for a second. We ended up pulling up into this area up here to remove the arms and the pole and canopy from the RV. So that's kind of what happened. We're actually kind of lucky that it happened here in the campground. Could have happened further down the road, caused both our RV more damage, or could have actually damaged another vehicle or a building or something like that. So we're pretty fortunate that it actually happened right here in the RV park in the campground. So anyways, we have obviously amended our checklist to make sure that we are going to not do this again. Come back for RV awning versus tree part 2, where I'm actually going to show how I replaced the awning this right here is a Carefree of Colorado Longitude that came with this RV. And they don't make this anymore. I guess there were some defects, there were some problems with it, so they make one, a replacement called the Compass, and the arms are actually quite a bit beefier and stronger on the Compass. And I'll just go through how a quick comparison of the two different arms, and then basically how I attach the new arms and the original canopy. The canopy wasn't damaged. How we attach that back onto the RV. So that will be in part 2. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. We didn't have to go very far before we got our first what not to do in RVing, but please come back and watch part 2 where I put it back on the RV.